So I'm hoping most of y'all are aware of this by now, because I have seen, thankfully, several videos telling people that the global sumud flotilla is currently being attacked by drones presumed to be from the occupational colony. They are doing things like dropping chemicals on some of the ships, and it has been reported that those chemicals smell like gunpowder, and then also dropping what I heard Greg Stoker refer to as poppers from these drones, which are pretty much like non-lethal explosives that explode above the ships. Greg Stoker has said that he believes that for the main part, this is psychological warfare, as there has not been a lot of damage taken on by the ships, and there have been more than 9 ships that have been attacked in this way. Meanwhile, the occupational colony, through the use of its social media accounts, has been attempting to manufacture consent to attack the global sumud flotilla and all of the ships that are a part of it. First, the occupational colony was putting out statements referring to the global sumud flotilla as the H group flotilla, of course, because everything is H group apparently. The occupational colony has labeled pretty much any person that tries to aid the Palestinian people as providing support to H group. So the occupational colony put out another statement on their social media saying, "We are sorry to hear the response from," and they're calling it the H group flotilla representative, "that the flotilla insists on pursuing a violent course of action and refuses our proposal to transfer in coordinated and peaceful manner any aid that might be aboard the flotilla to the Gaza Strip via the nearby Ashkelon Marina." I'm sorry, what is violent about bringing baby formula and medical supplies and food to a starving population that is undergoing genocide? Yeah, calling that a violent course of action is one of the most just absolutely ridiculous, absurd things that a person could say. Also, who trusts the occupational colony with distributing aid? Oh, nobody? Nobody? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Over 3,000 Palestinians have been murdered at the quote-unquote aid distribution zones that the occupational colony owns and operates now. Okay? The occupational colony employs armed gangs of collaborators to steal the aid and kill Palestinians whilst doing so. The occupational colony that disallows the UN to, one, even function within the Gaza Strip and, the occupied 48 in general, and then hoards all of the aid that they have away from the UN to be distributed. And that's when the aid isn't being looted and or destroyed by the violent settlers living within the occupational colony themselves. The statement goes on to say that if the flotilla continues to reject the occupational colony's peaceful proposal, okay, the occupational colony will take the necessary measures to prevent its entry into the combat zone and to stop any violation of a lawful naval blockade. Not lawful. Not lawful. That blockade? No. Against international law, okay? So as many times as they want to say it's lawful, that doesn't make it true. It doesn't. So yeah, keep your eyes set on the global sumud flotilla. It will be intercepted a lot differently than they were last time, because there's over 40 ships this time. It seems like the occupational colony is setting the stage, and through the actions that the occupational colony has taken against the global sumud flotilla thus far, shows that they are definitely planning to attack these ships. And they're trying to manufacture the consent or lay out the paperwork for justification beforehand, by falsely claiming that a humanitarian mission to distribute desperately needed aid to a population that is undergoing genocide, calling that a violent course of action, calling that something that only benefits terrorists. Yeah.